Okay, this video is to show you how to replace the front glass on a Nokia 822. As you can see here, my 4-month-old Nokia 822 has been cracked. So I'm going to try and replace the glass. I put tape on it so that way when I remove the glass it's not going to shatter or break all over the place. First things first, you remove the back cover, take out the battery, obviously turning off the power first before you take out the battery. Now what you have to do is you have to get one of these torque screws. Okay, I think this is a T5 screw, and I got this from Home Depot, 10 bucks, and I believe it's a T5 that fits. It's the smallest one on the Nokia. Okay, once you remove the battery case, you simply remove all these screws here around the edges of the case. Okay, okay, now that we've removed all the screws, what you need to do is take one of these pliers, something sharp to go in between, and basically try and push it out. Push out the lens. Christian, can you hold this camera for me and point it? Point it to where? Thank you. Okay. See, as you can see, it's opening up, and now you're opening up the camera. So we're using the little tool to carefully pry around the corners on the edges. Being careful not to break anything as we do that, obviously. Now this is a little difficult. I don't know why it's not coming out. Okay, press stop. Okay, so now that we've pried it open, in order to get this bottom part out, what you have to do is you have to, once you're here, you actually lift it up. So now you see there's like a little slot apparently that fits in there like this. So that's why you have to lift it up and out. Okay? Now it's separated. Okay, so now in order to remove the glass from the casing, we have to use a hairdryer to warm it up. So you use a hairdryer to warm it up, and that'll take off the glue, or keep the glue, make it loose. Okay? Now, turn it off. Okay, so now I've warmed it up, and as you can see, it loosens a bit. So now you just run this little tool through the edge to pry the glass away from the edges of the frame. As you can see here, you'll get pieces of glass sort of breaking. So that's why it's important to put that tape on, actually, so that it'll be easier to clean up. See, it's quite brittle. Okay, turn it off, Christian. Okay, now as you can see, the glass. Okay, now it's coming away. I'm going to pull this away. Now you see I've separated out the glass, and this piece here broke. So now we have to separate these out so we can get to that. Okay? Press stop. Okay, we had to remove this piece right here in order to remove this from the LCD. You see there's a little connector. There's a little connector there that you have to remove in order to separate the body. Now once that piece is removed, you can separate this out, and you'll see that there's this piece right here which you have to remove. This is the replacement glass right here. There's a piece of replacement glass that I bought for $39 on eBay. There's a bunch of vendors that sell it. This one came from China, but here's the replacement glass. So you have to replace this piece right here where that thing is. Okay, now we've removed the two pieces. This is the new camera piece, or lens piece, glass piece. As you can see, we have to put this piece back into this slot here. And you'll also notice that there's a... Okay, as you can see, we put the glass in here, put this thingamajig through the hole, slipped it through. And now you have to remove this plastic film to get the glue to stick on here. Okay, so remove the plastic film. Yeah. Slip that bad boy right here. Okay, now that we've slipped this through here, this electronic thing, it's got to be folded over just like it was before. And be careful not to touch those electronic pieces. And it has to go in here and folded across like this. Okay, now I'm not quite sure how this used to go. I believe it goes... Now, let's put this back here. And I believe this piece goes, see, this piece goes, you can see this piece goes right there. It plugs back in here, the contacts. There. Now that contacts seem to be firmly in place. Now we can safely put this thing back where it belongs. Now we have to remember to plug this one back in here, back into their own contacts. There. Now you can snap these things. Okay, now we're in the final stages. I put all of these things back together, put that back in there. Now you need to just slip it into the case, push it back inside. Okay, now we're just putting the finishing touches on our phone by screwing in the last Torx screw. Okay, as you can see, everything looks nicely in place. I've still got a plastic film on.